Chapter 1. The Munchkins. Dorothy lives in a small gray house in Kansas with her Uncle Henry, Aunt Em, and little dog Toto. Everything in Kansas is gray. There are no trees or flowers, but there are cyclones. Cyclones are very strong winds. They can sometimes blow people and houses away. One day, Uncle Henry looks at the gray sky. He says,
"A cyclone is coming. We must go to the cellar."
"Come with us quickly, Dorothy,"
says Aunt Em. They run to the door of the cellar, but Toto is afraid. He runs into the bedroom and under the bed. Dorothy runs after him.
"Leave Toto and come to the cellar now,"
cries Aunt Em. Dorothy picks Toto up and runs to the door of the cellar, but at that moment, something strange happens. The cyclone is very strong, and it picks the house up and takes it, with Dorothy and Toto inside, into the sky. Uncle Henry and Aunt Em can only watch from the cellar. The house flies and flies in the sky for many hours. Dorothy and Toto are alone and afraid. After some time, they become very tired, and they fall asleep. When they wake up, the house is on the ground. Everything is quiet. Dorothy opens the door quietly and goes out. It is a sunny day, and she sees tall trees and beautiful flowers everywhere.
"This isn't Kansas, Toto,"
says Dorothy.
"Where are we? And who are those people?"
Dorothy can see 3 short men and an old woman. The men are wearing blue hats, blue clothes, and blue shoes. The old woman is wearing a beautiful white dress. She looks at Dorothy and says,
"We are very happy. You bring good luck. The Wicked Witch of the East is dead. The Munchkins are her people. They're happy now because she's dead. Thank you, dear girl."
Dorothy is surprised.
"I don't understand,"
she says. The old woman and the Munchkins smile at her.
"Look, the Wicked Witch of the East is under your house,"
says the old woman.
"Look, you can see her feet."
Dorothy sees 2 feet with silver shoes under her house. She jumps back in surprise.
"Whoa!"
The old woman takes the silver shoes from the Wicked Witch's feet and gives them to Dorothy.
"They're your shoes now. You must wear them because a witch's shoes can do great things."
"But are you a witch too?"
asks Dorothy.
"Yes, I'm the Witch of the North. I'm a good witch."
"A good witch? I don't understand. Where are we?"
says Dorothy.
"We're in the land of Oz. Here in the land of Oz, there are 4 witches,"
says the Witch of the North.
"The witches of the North and South are very good witches, but the wicked witches of the East and the West are very bad witches. Now the Wicked Witch of the East is dead. There's only one wicked witch, the Wicked Witch of the West."
"Can you please help me go home to Kansas?"
asks Dorothy.
"Kansas? Where's Kansas?"
asks the good witch.
"I'm sorry, but I can't help you. You must go and see the Wizard of Oz in the Emerald City. He's a good wizard, and he can help you."
"Where is the Emerald City?"
asks Dorothy.
"It is far away. You must walk there,"
says the good witch.
"Can you come with me?"
asks Dorothy.
"No, I can't come with you, but I can give you my kiss,"
says the good witch. She gives Dorothy a kiss on her forehead. Her kiss is special and looks like a little red flower.
"Now nothing can hurt you,"
says the good witch.
"The yellow brick road goes to the Emerald City. Follow the yellow brick road. Goodbye, my dear."
Goodbye,"
says Dorothy. She goes to her house and puts some bread in a basket. Then she puts on a clean dress and the Wicked Witch's silver shoes.
Let's go to the Emerald City, Toto.
she says. Chapter 2. The Scarecrow. It is a sunny day in the land of the Munchkins. Dorothy and Toto walk along the yellow brick road all day. When Dorothy is tired, she sits down by the road near a scarecrow. Suddenly, the scarecrow smiles at her. She is very surprised.
Can a scarecrow smile?
She thinks. Then the scarecrow says,
"Hello,"
Oh,
says Dorothy.
you can speak.
"Of course I can speak,
Says the scarecrow.
but I can't move. Can you help me?"
Dorothy helps the scarecrow to move from his post.
"Thank you very much."
He says, moving his arms and legs. There's straw everywhere.
"Who are you?
He asks.
And where are you going?"
My name is Dorothy. I'm going to the Emerald City. I must find the Wizard of Oz. He can help me go back home to Kansas.
"Where is the Emerald City?
He asks.
And who is the Wizard of Oz?"
Don't you know?
Asks Dorothy.
"No, I don't know anything.
He says.
I don't have a brain in my head. I only have straw."
I'm very sorry.
Says Dorothy.
"I want a brain.
Says the scarecrow.
Can the Wizard of Oz give me a brain?"
I don't know,
Says Dorothy.
but you can come with me and ask him.
"Thank you."
Says the scarecrow. Toto looks at the scarecrow and starts barking.
Don't be afraid of Toto. He's a good dog.
Says Dorothy.
"Oh, I'm not afraid of anything. Well, I am afraid of fire.
Says the scarecrow.
Let me carry your basket. I never get tired."
Dorothy, Toto, and the scarecrow walk along the yellow brick road. Soon, Dorothy is hungry, so she and Toto eat some bread from the basket.
Do you want some bread, Scarecrow?
Asks Dorothy.
"No, thank you.
He says.
I'm never hungry. Please tell me about your home."
Kansas is a dry, gray place. There are no trees and no flowers. There are cyclones every year. I live in a little house with my Aunt Em and Uncle Henry.
"Why do you want to go back to Gray, Kansas?"
Asks the scarecrow.
"This country is very beautiful. There are a lot of trees and flowers. I don't understand."
You don't understand because you don't have a brain.
Says Dorothy.
Kansas is my home, and I love my home. My aunt and uncle live there.
The scarecrow looks at her and smiles. Dorothy and Toto finish their bread.
Well, let's go.
Says Dorothy.
The Emerald City is far away.
In the evening, Dorothy is tired. They see a little house behind some trees. No one is in the house, so they go in. Dorothy and Toto sleep, but the scarecrow doesn't. He laughs and says,
"Scarecrows don't sleep."
Chapter 3. The Tin Woodman and the Lion. The next morning, Dorothy and the scarecrow hear a loud noise outside the house.
What's that?
Asks Dorothy.
"I don't know,"
Says the scarecrow.
"Let's go and see."
They run out of the house to the trees. They see a strange tin man by a tree. He has an axe in his hands.
Help! Help!
Cries the strange man.
What's the matter?
Asks Dorothy.
I can't move.
Says the Tin Woodman.
Can you put some oil on my arms and legs, please? There's an oil can in my house.
Dorothy runs back to the house and gets the oil can. She takes it to the Tin Woodman, and they put some oil on his arms and legs. He slowly begins to move. First, he moves his head, then his arms and legs.
Thank you,
He says.
I feel better now. Sometimes I get wet in the rain. Water is very bad for my tin body. Who are you? And where are you going?
I'm Dorothy, and this is the Scarecrow. We're going to the Emerald City to find the Wizard of Oz because he can help me go back to Kansas. Perhaps he can also give the Scarecrow a brain.
Can the Wizard of Oz give me a heart?
Asks the Tin Woodman.
I don't have a heart, and I can't love anyone. There is no happiness without love.
Why don't you come with us?
Says the Scarecrow.
Yes, you can ask the wizard for a heart.
Says Dorothy.
Thank you, my friends,
Says the Tin Woodman. And they start walking again. The three friends and Toto walk along the yellow brick road. They look at all the tall trees near the road. There are a lot of noises coming from the different animals behind the trees. Suddenly, a lion jumps out into the road. He opens his big mouth and roars.
Roar! Roar!
He has big teeth and wants to bite Toto. Dorothy is afraid for Toto, and she runs to the lion and hits him on the nose with her basket.
Don't hurt my dog.
She cries angrily.
He's small and you're big.
Oh, don't hit me, please,
Says the lion.
You're afraid.
Says Dorothy.
You're a lion and you're afraid. You're a coward.
Yes, I am a coward. Lions must be courageous. But I'm not. I make a lot of noise, but I am a coward.
Says the lion sadly as he starts crying.
Don't cry.
Says Dorothy.
Come with us to the Emerald City. Perhaps the Wizard of Oz can give you courage.
So they all continue walking along the yellow brick road. At one point, they see a big river.
How can we cross the river?
Asks Dorothy. The lion looks at the river and says,
I can jump across, but I'm afraid.
Don't be afraid.
Says the Scarecrow.
You're a strong lion. You can take us on your back, one by one.
Oh, all right. I can do that.
Says the lion.
You don't have a brain, but you have good ideas, Scarecrow.
And so the lion jumps across the river. He takes the Scarecrow first, and then he takes Dorothy and Toto.
Whoa!
He takes the Tin Woodman last. Chapter 4. The Emerald City. The four friends walk all day. In the evening, they see some little green houses and some little people in green clothes.
Everything's green,
Says Dorothy.
We're near the Emerald City.
Soon they come to a big green door. It opens slowly, and they see a little man in green clothes and green glasses.
We want to see the Wizard of Oz, please.
Says Dorothy.
Okay, follow me.
Says the little man.
But first, put these on.
He opens a big box, and inside there are lots of pairs of green glasses.
You must wear these glasses. Everybody in the Emerald City wears them.
So they put on the glasses and go into the Emerald City. They stop in front of the Palace of Oz. A man opens the door.
Follow me,
He says. He takes them into a big green room.
Now wait here until I call you.
When he returns, he says,
The wizard wants to see the girl first.
Dorothy goes into a beautiful room. On a green chair, there is only a very big head without a body, arms, or legs. She is surprised and afraid.
I am Oz.
Says the big head.
Who are you, and what do you want?
I'm Dorothy, and I want to go home to Kansas. I don't know the way. Can you help me, please?
The big eyes open and close. Then the mouth opens and speaks.
Perhaps I can help you, but first you must kill the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh, no!
Says Dorothy.
I don't want to kill anyone.
The Wicked Witch of the East is dead. You're wearing her silver shoes. Now, go and kill the Wicked Witch of the West.
How can I kill the Wicked Witch of the West?
She asks.
Where is she?
The head does not answer. Dorothy leaves the room, and the Scarecrow goes in. But the Scarecrow does not see a big head. He sees a beautiful woman.
Oh, Great Oz, please give me a brain,
says the Scarecrow.
First, you must kill the Wicked Witch of the West,
says Oz. The Tin Woodman enters the green room. He sees an ugly monster with 5 eyes, 5 arms, and 5 legs.
Oh, Great Oz, please give me a heart,
says the Tin Woodman.
First, you must help Dorothy and the Scarecrow kill the Wicked Witch of the West,
says Oz. The Tin Woodman leaves the room, and the Lion goes in. He sees a big ball of fire. He is afraid.
Oh, Great Oz, please give me courage,
says the Lion.
I can only give you courage when the Wicked Witch of the West is dead.
When the friends meet, they talk about the strange wizard.
Now we must find the Wicked Witch of the West and kill her,
says Dorothy.
Yes, we must,
they all say. The friends leave the Emerald City to find the Wicked Witch of the West. On their way out, they give their glasses to the little man at the gate. Dorothy asks him,
Where is the Wicked Witch of the West? We must find her.
She lives in the land of the Winkies.
He says.
You must walk to the west. Be careful. She is very bad, and everyone is afraid of her.
So Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Woodman, the Lion, and Toto start walking to the west. They walk for a long time. Above them in her castle, the Wicked Witch of the West watches them. The Wicked Witch has a magic eye and can see everything.
Who are those people on my road?
She says angrily. Chapter 5. The Wicked Witch of the West. The witch blows her silver whistle, and 40 winged monkeys quickly arrive.
What do you want?
The king of the winged monkeys asks.
There are 3 people, a dog, and a lion on my road,
she says.
Go and kill the people and the dog. But bring me the lion. He is big and strong. He can work for me.
Yes, immediately,
say the winged monkeys, and they fly away. They quickly reach the road and see the 4 friends and the dog. They break the Tin Woodman's arms and legs. They take the straw out of the Scarecrow and throw his clothes into a tree.
Oh, no!
Then they take the lion to the Wicked Witch's castle.
No!
The winged monkeys do not hurt Dorothy and Toto because they see the good witch's kiss on Dorothy's forehead. They decide to take them to the Wicked Witch's castle with the lion. The Wicked Witch sees the kiss on Dorothy's face, and she is afraid. But she doesn't say anything.
Ha-ha! Now you are my prisoner. You must work in my house every day. Clean this dirty kitchen,
she says to Dorothy.
Remember, I can watch you all the time.
Dorothy looks at her sadly and starts to clean the kitchen.
How can I go back to Kansas now?
She thinks. She is very unhappy. Dorothy does not know her shoes are magic, but the Wicked Witch knows, and she wants them. One morning, Dorothy's left shoe falls off. The Wicked Witch quickly takes it and says,
This is my shoe now.
No, it isn't,
cries Dorothy angrily.
Give it to me.
The Wicked Witch then tries to take the other shoe too. Dorothy is very angry because she loves her silver shoes. She sees a bucket of water near the door. She takes it and throws the water at the Wicked Witch.
No, don't do that,
cries the Wicked Witch of the West.
Water kills me. Ah, help! Help me, please.
Now on the floor, there is only the Wicked Witch's black hat, her black dress, and her silver whistle. Dorothy looks for her, but cannot find her. She puts her left shoe on again.
Now I am free, and I can help my friends.
Dorothy says.
Perhaps I can call the winged monkeys.
She picks up the witch's silver whistle and looks at it.
Is this a magic whistle?
She thinks. She blows it. And the winged monkeys arrive. She is surprised and happy.
Can you help my friends?
She asks.
Yes,
Says one monkey.
we always help the person with the magic whistle.
Chapter 6. Back to the Emerald City. The winged monkeys find the lion and free him. He is happy now. They find the scarecrow's clothes and put some straw in them. The scarecrow laughs and says,
Thank you.
Then the winged monkeys help the Tin Woodman. They give him a new oil can.
Now I can move my arms and legs. Thank you.
He says.
The Wicked Witch of the West is dead.
Says Dorothy to her friends. Everyone is very happy.
We must go back to the Wizard of Oz and tell him.
Says Dorothy.
The winged monkeys can take us back to the Emerald City.
Blow the magic whistle.
Says the Tin Woodman. Dorothy blows the whistle, and the monkeys come again. They carry Dorothy and her friends up into the sky. Soon they are at the green door of the Emerald City. The little green man opens the door. He gives them glasses and takes them to the palace. They go to the wizard's room, but no one is there. A voice says,
I am the Wizard of Oz.
Where are you?
Asks Dorothy.
I am everywhere, but you can't see me.
Says the wizard.
Who are you, and what do you want?
Don't you remember us? I'm Dorothy. I'm here with my friends, the Scarecrow, the Tin Woodman, and the Lion. The Wicked Witch of the West is dead, and you must keep your promise. I want to go home to Kansas.
Yes,
Says the Scarecrow.
the Wicked Witch is dead, so you must give me a brain.
And you must give me a heart.
Says the Tin Woodman.
And I want some courage.
Says the Lion.
Is the Wicked Witch of the West really dead?
Asks the wizard.
Yes, she is.
They all say.
Come back tomorrow.
Says the wizard.
I must think about this.
No, I don't want to come back tomorrow.
Says the Tin Woodman.
I want a heart now.
And I want a brain now.
Says the Scarecrow.
I'm angry, and I'm going to eat you.
Says the Lion. He opens his big mouth and roars.
Roar.
Toto, afraid of the lion, jumps up and hits a big screen. It falls over. And the friends see a little old man with no hair. They are very surprised. The Tin Woodman is angry and picks up his axe.
Who are you?
Asks the Tin Woodman.
I am Oz the Great.
Says the little man in a quiet voice.
Oh, please don't hurt me.
But the wizard is a big head with no body.
Says Dorothy.
No, it's a beautiful woman.
Says the Scarecrow.
You're wrong. It's a monster with 5 eyes, 5 arms, and 5 legs.
Says the Tin Woodman.
No,
Says the Lion.
the wizard is a big ball of fire.
You're all wrong.
Says the little man quietly.
I am the wizard, but I'm not a real wizard. I'm from Kansas, too. I like traveling in hot air balloons. That is why I'm here.
Oh.
Say the 4 friends. And they look at each other.
The people here think I'm a wizard because I come from the sky.
Says the little man.
I live inside this palace and never go out. No one must see me. Everyone must think I'm a real wizard.
The Scarecrow takes off his glasses and says,
The Emerald City isn't green. It just looks green, because everyone wears green glasses. It's a trick. Everything here is a trick.
Yes, it's a trick.
Says the little man sadly.
I'm very sorry, but I don't know any magic, so I can't help you.
You're a bad man.
Says Dorothy.
No, I'm a good man, but I am a very bad wizard,
he says.
Now the Wicked Witch of the West is dead,
says the Scarecrow.
You must keep your promise. I want a brain.
You're right,
says Oz.
I must keep my promise. Come back tomorrow.
Chapter 7. Promises. The next morning, the four friends go to the wizard's room. The Scarecrow asks,
Is my brain ready?
Please sit down,
says Oz.
First, I must open your head. Then I can put your brain in the right place. Now, don't move.
The little man opens a green box with the word brain on it. He slowly puts a brain into the Scarecrow's head.
Now you have a brain. You are a very clever Scarecrow,
says Oz.
Oh, thank you,
says the Scarecrow.
I finally have a brain.
The Tin Woodman is next. He is excited.
Where is my heart?
He asks. Oz goes to a big green box and takes out a beautiful red heart.
Here is a special red heart. Wear it all the time,
says Oz.
Is it a kind heart?
Asks the Tin Woodman.
Yes, it's a very kind heart,
says Oz.
I'm very happy. Thank you,
says the Tin Woodman.
Now I can love someone.
Now you must give me courage,
says the Lion. Oz gives him a green bottle with the word courage on it.
Drink this,
he says to the Lion. The Lion drinks it quickly and then smiles.
Now I feel courageous, very courageous,
says the Lion.
Thank you.
And what about Toto and me?
Asks Dorothy quietly.
I can take you to Kansas in my hot air balloon,
says Oz.
Come with me.
They go into his garden and see the big hot air balloon with a small box under it. Oz gets into the box and says,
Come on, Dorothy. We're going to Kansas.
Dorothy says goodbye to the Scarecrow,
Goodbye.
the Tin Woodman,
Goodbye.
and the Lion.
Come on, Toto. We're going home to Kansas.
But Toto suddenly sees a cat and runs after it.
Toto, come here,
says Dorothy. She runs after Toto.
Dorothy, the rope is breaking,
says the wizard.
Come, quickly.
Dorothy picks up Toto and runs to the hot air balloon. But the rope breaks, and the big hot air balloon goes up into the sky.
Go to the land of the Quadlings,
cries the wizard.
The good witch of the south lives there. She can help you. Goodbye.
The hot air balloon and the wizard disappear into the sky forever. Chapter 8. The Good Witch of the South.
How can I go home now?
Dorothy asks sadly.
Where is the land of the Quadlings? And who is the good witch of the south?
She starts crying. The Tin Woodman looks at her and starts crying too.
Don't cry,
says the Scarecrow.
Water is bad for your tin body. Blow the magic whistle, Dorothy,
says the Scarecrow.
The winged monkeys can help you.
You're a clever Scarecrow,
says Dorothy. She blows the magic whistle, and the winged monkeys arrive.
Please take us to the land of the Quadlings,
she says.
I must find the good witch of the south.
The winged monkeys take Dorothy and her friends to the land of the Quadlings. The land of the Quadlings is lovely. There are flowers and trees everywhere. All the houses are red. The Quadlings are short, and they all wear red clothes and red shoes. A kind Quadling woman gives them some cake and milk.
Where is the castle, please?
Asks Dorothy.
Take the road to the south,
says the kind woman. When the friends arrive at the beautiful castle, they see 3 Quadling girls outside the castle gate.
Why are you here?
Asks one girl in a friendly voice.
I want to see the good witch of the south,
says Dorothy.
Please wait here,
says the other girl. After a few minutes, The three girls return and say,
Follow us, please.
Soon, Dorothy and her friends enter a big room and see the Good Witch of the South. She is young and beautiful. She has red hair and blue eyes. She is wearing a long white dress.
What can I do for you, my child?
Asks the Good Witch.
I want to go home to Kansas,
Says Dorothy.
Can you help me?
She looks at Dorothy's silver shoes and smiles.
Your silver shoes are magic,
She says.
They can take you home. First, close your eyes, then click your heels 3 times and say, Take me home to Kansas.
That's easy.
Says Dorothy happily.
Thank you.
And what about your friends?
Says the Good Witch.
What do they want?
I'm a clever scarecrow, and I want to rule the Emerald City,
Says the Scarecrow.
I have a kind heart.
Says the Tin Woodman.
I want to rule the land of the Winkies, because the Wicked Witch of the West is dead.
I am a courageous lion.
Says the Lion.
I want to be the king of the forest.
Good.
Says the Good Witch.
You can all have what you want.
This is a happy moment for everyone. Dorothy kisses the Scarecrow, the Tin Woodman, and the Lion.
Goodbye, my dear friends.
She says.
Goodbye, Dorothy, and thank you.
Her friends say. She picks Toto up and closes her eyes. Then she clicks her heels 3 times and says,
Take me home to Kansas.
Suddenly, there is a strong wind. It blows her and Toto into the sky, and they fly and fly. Finally, they are on the ground. Dorothy opens her eyes and looks around. They are in Kansas. She looks at her feet, but her magic shoes aren't there. Then she sees Aunt Em and Uncle Henry.
I'm home again. Aunt Em and Uncle Henry. I'm so happy.
She cries.